Hello, I'm Michael Clapham from Amtek, and in this video we're going to walk through the installation of the Mangar Pump bracket into the back of a New South Wales ambulance sprinter.
Thanks, Michael. Firstly, let's take a look at what tools you will need to do the job. A power drill, drill bits in sizes 3.5mm, 5mm, 7.5mm and 9mm. An Allen key 4mm, Phillips head screwdrivers in sizes 1 and 2, ratchet with sockets in sizes 10mm and 13mm, or spanners if you prefer, plus a pair of pliers. Secondly, there is the kit that has been supplied to you, and it contains the following. Okay, so now that you have all the gear, let's start. Each ambulance workshop has been provided with a drilling template or jig, which is designed to ensure that every installation is the same across the state. I'll show you how to use this shortly, but right now, before doing any of that, it's time to install the Mangar charging unit onto the Mangar bracket. On the upright section of the Mangar bracket, you will see 6 pre-drilled 6mm holes and a centrally located 9mm hole. Take the yellow belt marked AM1192-2 and bolt it to the centrally located 9mm hole. Ensure that you mount the belt so that the buckle is towards the top. Leave the other end unattached at this stage. Now that the belt is in place, you can mount the Mangar charging unit. The charging bracket features 3 bolt points, and these correlate with the 2 sets of 3 holes on the upright section of the Mangar bracket. That's to say, the charging bracket could be mounted to either set, but in this application, you need to mount the charging bracket to the upper set of holes, utilising the M6 bolts, washers and nuts that have been provided. Once this is done, it is time to pre-drill the top of the rear grab-and-go locker. Firstly, take everything out of the locker and place somewhere safe. Also, drill out the rivets holding the black restraint belt that goes over the top of the locker. Now, take the drilling template and place it on top of the grab-and-go locker, making sure that the label aisle side is to the aisleway and label rear is towards the rear of the vehicle. Place the template so that the folded edges sit over the edge of the grab-and-go locker at the front and side. Using your 5mm drill bit, mark pilot holes on the top of the grab-and-go locker for all 5 holes. Remove the template and continue to drill the holes right through. Now take the 7.5mm drill bit and enlarge the 4 outer holes, and use your 9mm drill bit to enlarge the centre hole. Once all holes are drilled, place the Mangar bracket on top of the grab-and-go locker and line up the holes of the bracket with the holes in the top of the locker. Fit the M6 bolts, washers, nuts and tighten. Fit the centre M8 bolt, washers and nut, picking up the other end of the yellow restraint belt as well, and tighten. The next step is to fit the other restraint belt that goes across the Mangar bracket. This is the belt labelled AM1192-1 and is designed to restrain linen and other light items that may be stored in this location. Using the M8 bolts, washers and nuts provided in the kit, fit the belt to the holes provided. Now, run the power cable towards the near side of the vehicle, tucking it under the Mangar charging unit if necessary, and affixing it across the top of the side locker using sticky back cable ties. Attach the sticky backs to the side of the printer or to the top of the locker, tucking it out of the way as much as possible. Tidy up any excessive cable length. Finally, it's time to fit the power supply cable and power outlet to the top of the locker. Run the cable into the locker by the printer power cable access hole. Using a pull-through of some kind, take this power cable forward and through the access hole at the front of the locker. Note that the connectors on this cable offer both male and female ends. They are piggyback terminals. disconnect the printer cable connectors and replace with the connectors on the new cable for the Mangar. Take care to ensure you note the polarity of the terminals. Now you can reconnect the original printer cable terminals by piggybacking onto the Mangar power lead connectors. Tidy up the new power lead by cable tying to the printer cable. Position the 12 volt outlet next to and behind the printer. Using a set of side cutters, you will need to cut a notch out of the back of the 12 volt outlet to allow the cable to exit the outlet surround. Now using a 3.5mm drill bit, mark the holes, remove the outlet and drill these through. The one closest to the window will not be accessible from underneath and inside the cabinet, so simply screw the M4 bolt into the 3.5mm drilled hole. It will create its own path and effectively tap a thread into the softer aluminium material of the locker. Do the same for the other bolt, but with this one you'll be able to affix a washer and dome nut inside the locker. Plug the Mangar Pump charging cable into the outlet and the pump should charge whenever the vehicle is running. Vacuum away any debris resulting from the drilling of the locker before reinstalling ambulance kits and equipment.